like, you know, like me and you, for example, like we're boys and we are always trying to push each other.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
like we're saying, like we're always talking about, like, hey, what did you do at the gym today? You know, how we like different methods of exercise and stuff like that. You know, to see like us to help each other become the best people we can be.
100%.
And like, I personally like to surround myself with people that have wildly different, you know, viewpoints from me, so I can get better perspective, so I can understand better what I'm not directly in contact with.
Yeah.
While not surrounding myself with, you know, extremists. You know,
like absolutists and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, sometimes you have, you know, sometimes a snake gets in the fucking apple fucking, what is it?
Basket?
Yes, apple basket, apple crate, that's what I was looking for. And, you know, but it's still, you know, you can see the difference. You see the fucking green serpent amongst the colorful fruit, and you can pick it out immediately if you know how to look for it.
Yeah,
because you can't really be worrying about you have to stop worrying about everybody else and start worrying about yourself. That's just how it is. You have to put yourself in situations and environments in which you can grow personally better, but not be weighed down by the environment of people you're around, or just like it's a matter of like it's where you're located and the people that are with you. They're two different types of environments, and but they're the same at the same time.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a fucking crime-ridden city, and there's danger everywhere. You know, people are fucking overdosing on drugs. People are getting shot. You're in Detroit.
Simpler terms.
Yeah,
Detroit.
Yeah, but like you gotta get the fuck out of there any way you can.
Yeah.
Because like
make it out the hood.
Yeah, you're gonna get stuck in the trap. But the trap can also be fucking people.
Yeah.
If you get stuck in these social circles where people are either inflating your ego so they can kind of, you know, kind of steer you. Like that's a lot of things. You know, going back to the popular girls thing. That's the deal. They get in these circles and they change themselves so they can fit in.
Yeah, well, we look at high school. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it's like you don't need to fit into anything.
Yeah.
Like the whole deal is about being a person. We're all different.
Yeah.
What makes you unique is what makes people like you. And if you're in this kind of hen house of like sirens or whatever, you know, people that are whispering shit in your ear to get you to come to their group so they can control you.
Yeah, valid.
You gotta get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You can't be dealing with that bullshit. You know, and like people are dominated by these mindsets and they're weakened by it. And, you know, that's why I don't allow myself to become too attached to one mindset necessarily.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's
definitely.
productive for me. But even then, it's like,
you still got to question it.
You got to think of it, you got to look at different schools of thought, like a painter's palette. You know what I'm saying? You have your different colors, you can see them all together, but you have the option to combine them as you wish.
Yeah. Facts.
There are combinations that don't necessarily make the prettiest colors, but sometimes that dark color is what you need to get through something.
Yeah, and that's the real, right? The real is the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, the negative, the positive. Right? It's all that. It's all that. And most times, it's boring. You know, it's like you get the boring avenue, but that boring avenue leads to the best result possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And maybe if we want to go party for a night, you know, rather than reading a book on a couch. I get it. I understand, right? But it's like when you surround yourself with certain environments and people that just reinforce these values and make them appear as truths, right? It's like you don't have a person around you that like checks you, you know, it doesn't. When I mean checks you, I mean like brings up a perspective that may challenge your already formed beliefs, you know, and like you touched on, challenging your own beliefs is so important, right? You know, I've been really often, very much been challenging my own beliefs and like questioning it, and like because these beliefs, you know, into my mind, they're conclusions, right?
Yeah.
But as I challenge them, and like other people in my environment, whether I be watching YouTube videos, like you got to search that stuff out, you know, because you're not naturally gonna want to search that stuff out, right? You gotta step outside your comfort zone and fucking search for it, you know, whether that be a person, a perspective, right, a different school of thought, and then that's what brings in then new information that could be ugly. But it's real, you know, like
Yeah.
it's real. I mean, obviously, you know, check it, source, you know, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you check it, if it's legit, you know, you'd be like, okay, shit, I got to take this into consideration, and
Yeah.
then like compare that with like your already formed beliefs. Maybe cut some stuff out.
Yeah.
But
Cut some people out.
it
too.
cut some people out too. I mean, it's crazy because we, as individuals, you know, want to fit in. You know, we want to have friends. We want to have these group contacts. You know, and like, it's crazy because sometimes I would go to parties and I'd be like the only dude not drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people would be like, "Yeah, why the fuck you not drinking?" And I'm like, "I just don't want to drink," you know.
Yeah.
But and I feel that peer pressure. I feel that, like, obviously not with you guys or anything like that.
Yeah.
It is separate, but I feel like that pressure to fit that social standard. And I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, maybe I
Yeah.
should just drink, but I know deep down inside who I am, right?
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
that real person. And if I switch over and do something I really don't want to,
don't agree with,
and am kind of being pushed to do just to fit in with them and reinforce their values,
Yeah.
that's fake, man.
That's
That's not keeping it real with yourself
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
real world around you.
Yeah, like the one thing that you should never compromise for anybody or anything is your your morals.
Yeah, man.
Who you are, what you truly believe is right.
Yeah.
Do not compromise that for anyone.
Yeah.
Or your dreams.
Yeah, man.
Or like those are like the two things, because if you keep your moral compass straight, I'm not saying you got to be like, you know, obey the law, like, well, you should obey the law, but I'm saying, like, if you shouldn't, like, think of anything as absolute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but keep
That margin of error.
figure out what you know is right,
Yeah.
and then from there walk that line until you get to where you need to go.
Yeah.